Hi, everyone. Welcome back to andsoph podcast. I'm your host, Sophie Wade, and this is my podcast for ordinary people with extraordinary impact. Thank you so much for listening in and tuning in to andsoph podcast. I'm so grateful for all of the listeners coming back. I love y'all. I never got an official name for them. I call them the divas. I don't care who you are, you're a diva to me. Real ones know we had a pod and sip about 1 year ago with my dear friend Marisa, our first reoccurring character of the season. And so we decided to bring it back. So we have our mimosas today in these cute little cups. Shout out Blue Box Boutique Events. And we're about to get into it, but let me tell y'all a little bit more about Marisa. If y'all don't know who she is, Marisa is a passionate creative, and she pushes herself to learn something new all the time, which I love. And you have a love for photography. Fun fact, she took the photo that is used for my podcast. Everyone's always like, what? And I'm like, it was Marisa, in the park one day. Guys, that's really what it was.
I do it all, you know.
She does it all. Photography, amazing. And she also is a writer. Very talented. I love the stories that she has. I remember the one you shared with me in the coffee shop, and I was like, when did it end?
I still really need to produce that.
Oh, I feel that, girl. They're collecting dust on my computer.
No, for real.
But your nails, girl, which if you're on the video version, you see them. You see.
Yeah.
She always got new designs. We talked about that last time, but she's a really talented nail artist. She actually has a business, which will be linked below because summer's up. Summer's just begun.
Please hit me up. Let me know.
Hit that girl up because birthdays, vacations, guys,
I got you
right now. And your heart continues to shine through all you do. We met through high school. You have always made me feel comfortable enough to be myself and have supported me through every era. So I can't wait to cry in this episode.
No, for real. Be ready.
Be ready.
It's gonna get emotional.
It is. So welcome to the podcast, Marisa.
Thank you, Sophie.
Of course, girl. Thank you for joining us. And to give you guys a little bit more about what we're going to get into today, we're going to just be catching up. I mean, we did catch up on the...
right here.
But it's never dull in our lives.
Never.
And I love that for us. And then we're just going to be talking about growing through the discomfort of grief. Because one thing that you mentioned when you were talking about what you wanted to talk about on the podcast was how grief comes in many forms. We talk about that on andsoph, and that is so real. And so I'm excited to get into that, especially in our 20s when it comes to friendships, career, etc. And then we wanted this episode to give sleepover vibes. That's why she knocked over, but so I got that from Horror Nights.
Ooh, very cute. Very cute.
I missed that. Let's get into it, you guys. Without further ado. Okay. Just wanted to ask, how are you since the last time we saw each other? You were getting 5, 6 tattoos. And I was just there.
Yeah, she was there. My support system, always.
Good.
But really good, you know. It's getting into summertime.
Our
birthdays are next month. We're not turning 25.
We're not turning 25. We're turning 21.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Life's not getting serious.
It's not getting serious at all. We're not halfway to 30.
She said it, not me.
I need to get my life together.
Okay. It's getting too serious.
I'm just very grateful that we still get to have fun together even when life does get serious, because it do. But I just wanted to start off because I love this game. We both love this game and we haven't played it in a minute. It's called We're Not Really Strangers. It's basically, for those who aren't familiar, a card game to basically get to know strangers better through connection, and it has different levels of questions. We could just do level 1, or we could do one from level 1, one from level 2, one from level 3.
I'm down to do one from each, and then we'll see what gets put in.
Please, no. I don't want to tell my life.
No.
Sometimes I really I think about how much I have put on the internet, and I'm like,
you know, you're supporting us all, though. We're going through the journey with you.
Right.
Level 1.
Who do you think was the last person I stalked on social media? What was I looking for?
I don't know if I can include that.
Skip. Okay. What outfit am I most likely to wear on a first date? Get specific.
Ooh, definitely a dress of some sort that's kind of
Okay.
like midi-ish length.
Okay.
Definitely either a black dress moment or like kind of like a sparkly like velvet kind of vibe you would go with.
Okay.
And then
Like,
your
where
boots
am I
for
going?
sure.
Oh yeah, I got
The
my
boots are
on the
gonna be
ground.
there. Trust.
Trust that. Believe that.
And then maybe a leather jacket to like top it off.
I love my leather jacket.
I
Y'all
do.
seen me in
I
it.
do.
Exactly. That was good.
This is just me trying to get some.
Yeah, we're like, no, my friend is trying to set me up right now.
Wait, can we have a dating show for it?
We should have a dating show.
Can
Guys.
please have a podcast
podcast
moment
dating show.
of like we could find little bachelors and like
Yeah, interviews.
we need yes.
That's genius.
You should just do like select like 3 top people.
Top 3?
We have to like audition them.
That's actually such a good idea.
From your perspective, what would this chapter of my love life be called?
I will say like it's that time. It's that time. Up
That's a
for
good
interpretation.
one. And if
It's
you know,
that
you
time.
know.
If you know, you know. It's that time.
It's that time. I love that.
Yeah. Okay. What? I always get the ones about like someone's ex.
Oh no.
It says, "What's one thing you never said to your ex but wish you did?" My non-existent ex.
Ex flings.
Ex flings. Oh my gosh. I feel like I have just invalidated everything I've ever gone through. I'm like, that was not even real. Nothing feels real to me. What I would say though.
You've been through it, so tell us.
Yes. Okay. You were probably one of the most chill people I met in the place we was in. And I'm glad I decided to trust you. And I don't regret that, even if it didn't work out.
I love that actually.
That's cute.
That was really cute. Next question.
Next question.
What do you need to vent about right now? Permission to let it out.
Vent, queen, vent.
The state of the world.
Right. Let's talk about it. Because
Like,
what are we doing here?
Truly. I thought we were supposed to be united.
Right.
And it's not feeling united right now.
Definitely not.
And just really hoping for the best, you know?
Me
Trying to be positive,
too.
but it is very hard.
Definitely. I feel like the issues we talked about in our podcast a year ago,
it's
still here.
Still so relevant, and that's what's so sad.
That's
just a little vent, you know?
Just a little bit. I
think we can all feel the same in that level of what's going on.
Definitely. The last.
Level 3.
Wow, this is like actually perfect. What are you proudest of us for getting through together?
I don't think I would have been able to get through anything if you weren't there. Like really, we had each other's backs.
Same. You were like a very important person to me in high school. You were my rock girl. I love that we stayed close through all that, through a whole pandemic, through friendships changing, friend groups changing,
growing.
like, yeah. So I'm grateful.
Love you. Ooh, I like this one. When do you feel most protective over me?
Oh, interesting. I don't think we've ever asked each other this question.
No.
Whenever you're like expressing that you feel like uncomfortable about something, I don't like that anyone would ever make you feel that way. 30,000 steps back.
Thank you. I love that. For me, anytime, any little thing, little argument could be, you know, they may rub you the wrong way, I'm going to be protective over it. Because I already know how you are and your spirit, and you're just not that kind of person. If anyone ever like uses your in any shape or form, it's just, I know you're worth so much more than that, and you don't deserve that. So I'm always going to be overprotective over Sophie. So if anyone wants to talk, you can talk to me, because you're not going to mess with her. Never, ever.
I love that. Thanks for playing along with us for We're Not Really Strangers. Now we're going to get into it, because we kind of lately touched on this about like friendships changing, which has been a reoccurring theme, I feel like, in my 20s, of realizing like, oh, times are different.
So different. I was not
are.
expecting it to be like this.
Yeah. And me and my anxious attachment are having a real hard time. Like, actually. Our friendships can kind of change unexpectedly sometimes. And I was wondering what has helped you to cope with grieving like adult friendships that are no longer active in your life that you hoped would be?
I guess always still cherishing the moments we did have. I feel like
Yeah.
is most important because at least in the moments in that time, we were very happy
Yeah.
and not blurred by everything else kind of after the fact.
Yeah.
Knowing that those memories still happen and I can not take them for granted and just know that I had those moments with those people and it's just now not the time for that.
Yeah.
People have grown and have changed a lot and it still hurts, but you also know when people aren't suited for you anymore.
Yeah. That was really good. I don't know. I think that like it's easy to think about everything that went wrong or isn't the same anymore instead of being like, well, there was a time in my life where this felt right and it made sense for me.
100%.
And so I appreciate that too. Like my friend groups have changed a lot as well, and I miss that a lot. It's nice to have like a solid friend group instead of like, let me get time with 20 people.
Yeah, no.
I'm so
it's just-
tired.
You don't need that.
Yeah, I'm so tired. Like my wallet's tired, my calendar's tired. Like I love like having a friend group that's consistent. So to
Mhm.
not have that, definitely have grieved that. But I think that I do cherish those times too of like, yes, we were having fun and we was at one point really close and it was fun. And now we're maybe not as close, but we respect each other from a distance.
Yes.
I hope you do well in life, and I'm curious to see how our lives evolve. Another aspect of grief I have learned is grieving like the life that we thought we would have in this moment. And I have felt that so much with career stuff all the time. Every time that I get frustrated with where I'm at, I'm like, bro, I really had a whole master plan of how I thought this time in my 20s was gonna be.
No, why did we think
If
we
you
were gonna
heard-
have it all together at this point? Like
Hilarious.
everything, like no.
No, I thought I was gonna be married, living in my own house, like dream job at a studio. Yeah. Let's cut to the reality.
Nope.
I'm living at home. But
Yeah.
before 24 is over, might not see marriage, and that's okay. And I was curious to hear your experience with that because I feel like we both have kind of been figuring out like what we want to do. We're both creative, and that can be interesting because we have this passion for something, but then we could also make money from it potentially. But that's our choice of like, is this just a passion?
Or
Is this just a job? Is it both? Like, what's going
100%.
on?
I mean, of course, the dream is to always pursue your passion. Do what you love, because if you do what you love, it's not going to feel like a job. I feel like I've done a lot. I have grown and done things that I didn't think I was going to do.
Yes.
Just like supporting myself, being,
Mm-hmm.
have my own job, place, my
Yes,
car.
that's a big deal.
Like you said, we're both very creative people, so it's very hard not to create.
Yeah.
Like it genuinely like hurts physically. Like you have to do
Yeah.
something. Like your mind is always going. So hopefully I can alternate to more creative side, but it's just, adulting is very hard of the balance between bills and what you actually want to do. You kind of have to choose. That's the struggle of life.
Yeah.
But it'll happen as long as you make it happen and try to make it happen. It'll happen.
Yeah.
It will.
I think that it's definitely hard sometimes for me now. I'm thinking about like stability and I'm like, dang, like maybe I should just do like something that's just more stable because I'm like, I'm sick of like you guys. I've had so many different jobs since I graduated and I get so attached to the places I work, and then when I leave that, it's like so hard to starting over and not know when the next thing is going to be.
A lot of people don't talk about how hard it is to start new jobs. You're going into a new environment. You don't know people. Like you have to
be new.
It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's just, I think, a great experience in our 20s to learn about what we really want and what we don't want, and a time to take as many risks as we can. It's definitely hard, but I'm learning that there's a lot that can come from risks, and just do it at your own pace. Like the podcast, it's not like a business right now. People have been like, you should be making money from this. And I'm like,
you're building up
we're
to
building
it.
this.
It's the foundation.
This is the foundation. I'm still figuring out my rhythm. 2 years later.
And 2 years, you're still doing it. Look at you.
Thank you, queen.
And you've upgraded, so I don't know what you're talking about. You're doing amazing.
Thank you, queen. And so are you. You are staying consistent with your nail designs. There's always something new. Guys, it's so good. I'm dreaming of my birthday nails as we speak.
No, for real. We need to come up with a plan because that's soon.
I'm so excited. And yeah, very proud of you too for still pursuing that.
Thank you.
I'm excited for you for whatever you want that to be. Like, if you still want that to be a pop-in business, I really do think that that will grow. And if it's just something where you're like, I'm gonna just keep doing it regardless of like how this goes business-wise, like I think you should continue to do it.
Thank you.
Having something outside of your job that brings you joy is so important.
Thank you, Sophie. You're so talented. Like, I wish another thing, you need to do like behind the scenes of your podcast because I don't think people understand how much goes into the podcast. It's not easy. She plans to the T. She posts all the time. You're so consistent.
Thank you.
So,
my number one supporter from the beginning.
Always.
We're not gonna cry. Sometimes it can be a lot to just reflect on, like, I'm not where I want to be, even if we have come a far way. But I was wondering, like, I guess we could talk like age-wise because we're both about to turn 25. Sorry, I just had to say it. And like, I was wondering if there's like any like dreams or goals you have for yourself in the year of 25 that would be like a way to push yourself out of your comfort zone. And I put permission to delusionally dream.
I mean, to work on a set, like even just once would be so like a background actor, like just to be on a set for anything. Like I really want to,
that ain't delusional.
Because when I was younger, I was always like in the movie industry and stuff.
Yeah.
With my like dad and stuff. So I've always like kind of been around that. And I've always loved the film industry and like how creative it really is and like everything in the background to like actually post-production, pre-production, everything. Love. So that would be fun. Like just a little side thing, even just behind the scene, PA, like I don't know. I'd be so down.
I think that I really want to build like a team for the podcast. I've just always been scared to do that because I'm like,
you know how many people would love to do that though, Sophie?
Really?
100%.
Okay.
You should do it.
I need to. I think we could really ramp this up. And I would love that. I think it would be amazing.
Catch us in a year.
Before we forget, like we wanted to just show you guys, since we're going to get into some stuff about music because we love talking about music, Marisa's going to show you one of her favorite hoodies from an artist, and I'm going to show you one of mine. So tap into the video version if you ain't on it.
Are we going to say how we got this hoodie?
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
Little background.
Little origin story. How did you get this hoodie, Marisa?
Thank you so much, Sophie, for asking.
You're like, what a deep question.
Wow, I've never been asked that question before. Usually this artist does a lot of like mystery bundles on their website and like different like tiers. And I just randomly tapped in and it was like super cheap. And I was like, like might as well, like we'll see what happens. And I got this hoodie. So it's the only Miss Billie Eilish. So you see her beautiful logo right there.
Yes.
And then you have, of course, on the other side,
Billie
Eilish on the bottom, her classic neon green.
That's cute. And we went to 2 of her concerts and a listening party. We're like practically friends. We said this last year, but
again, we're still like, so delusional that we think we could be best friends.
I feel like I'm supposed to be friends with her. Could. Oh yeah, that's another goal. I hope I can have someone on the podcast I admire. Like an artist or like someone like that in the next year. Yeah.
And I've been telling her, just email, like manifest it. And
I emailed
just
Sean Liu.
Please, if like, Sean Liu comes, all of a sudden I'm part of your team.
Right. You're like, I'm just gonna adjust the camera.
I'm the camera woman. Sophie's turn. Sophie, how did you get this hoodie?
Like, thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
So actually, I'm gonna shout her out real quick. Shout out Megan. She ordered it off TikTok Shop. So it's not official SZA merch, but I still think it's really cute. And I was looking at it before, and I was like, I don't want to get it. Like I was like, I want to get it, but I don't want to get it. And then she like hacked into my brain. Front is very like giving plain, but then we flip it to the back, y'all, of this hoodie.
Insane.
And we got SZA. We got her name. We got her. We got the names of her songs from her SOS album, which I love. If you guys were wondering, like, what my favorite song off the album was. You didn't ask, but I'm gonna tell you.
Please.
I'm gonna just have to say.
I'm so scared. Which one? Which one?
Oh, Good Days. Get some air now. Cut your edge out. I realized I wasn't SZA for a second. Okay.
You are SZA. What are you talking about?
I was like, wait. Oh, this is why I don't sing on here. Guys, I need to work on my confidence with singing. I will struggle to sing in front of a lot of people. Marissa is one of the people where I don't care.
No, that's
and I feel real bad for
literally
else.
the only person.
Yeah,
because when it comes to anybody else, I'm like,
something.
I hold back.
I'm like, I can't do it. I like physically can't. So.
And I'm also just having fun.
Right.
Please.
I like to have fun.
So it's okay if one note cracks here and
God
there.
forbid. Yeah. Remember the last time we were like, we always do karaoke in the car. Last time we were together.
Oh,
bro.
I think the note crack was so bad. I think I got it on video too.
Do you have a favorite Billie Eilish song?
And of course, What Was I Made For is going to be one of the saddest.
Oh.
Forever Will Always Make Me Cry.
I'm so glad that she decided to make that.
We saw it live, so imagine us.
There's like so much we can't see. And I feel like there's so much that happened this year that I would have never saw coming. No. That I'm like, if I didn't hold on, I wouldn't have known. So it's like you really never know when your life is about to change. It's all hitting me. I really hope y'all can't tell. I look crazy! What's even going on? Oh yeah, so we actually asked you guys questions on Instagram because we haven't done that in a minute on here, and I'm like, I want to include your questions. I don't want to just make up my own. So we got these from Instagram. They were just general questions, but some of them are more tailored, I think, for Marisa, and some are more for me. So we're gonna go back and forth. Some are for both. We'll see how we feel. Our first question comes from Diamond Desiree. Ooh. I love that girl. She was on the podcast.
Shout out Diamond.
Love her. And her question is really thought-provoking, actually. Like, it's really thought-provoking. We might need to take a minute for this one.
It's gonna be really hard.
Yeah. She said, what does it feel like to be the baddest?
Sophie, please. I need you to start.
You know, it's fun. Like, I love my photo shoots. I love coming up with my braid ideas. I love yapping with my heart's content on social media. I love laughing. I love coming up with outfits. I love being myself.
She asked the right one.
In the most non-prideful way.
No, but you killed it.
Thank you.
Because it really is about being yourself and being confident in yourself. I think that's really like the foundation.
Yes.
Is if you're not thinking about what everyone else is thinking, if you're just so fixated on people judging you for whatever. No, you just have to walk with, it's your style. It's as long as you're feeling great, I think that's what makes you shine the best. It's all internal. And once it's internal, you kind of just, it really does like grow.
I agree. What does it feel like for you to be one of the baddest? What is that experience like for people who want to know?
Me.
Everyone's just like,
you know.
We thought we were going to get life advice.
They said, I thought we were going to cut deep. You guys said we were going to cry.
Well, maybe we'll be inspired by us. I wasn't always my baddie self internally.
No, you guys don't understand. We started from the ground up.
Started from the bottom over here. Yeah.
If you saw in high school.
No, I didn't know who I was.
You know, it's really just about finding your sense of place, peace, and confidence. And once you do that, it's really, there's no stopping a baddie. It just keeps going and going, you know?
Yeah, that confidence, it will flow into everything and it'll show. Yeah. Thank you, Diamond Desiree. We love you. Okay, second question is about the podcast. It's just from my friend Rihanna. She said, what's the motivation for starting this podcast? My motivation was so many things. I was looking for a job. I wanted to stay creative. I had been thinking about podcasts since the pandemic when video podcasts started popping off. And I was like, I can see myself doing that. That would be so fun. And then I was like, I want to actually make this happen. Like maybe this can be the project that I pursue after college. And then I also was inspired by the fact that I was posting on YouTube before on Dan and Soph with
If you don't
Daniella.
know,
If you don't know, Dan and Soph was
gotta hit
our
that
poppin'
page, please.
You gotta hit that page. Like, don't but do.
No, but
Don't but
please,
do.
because I was their biggest fan. I was
Marissa
literally
was
watching
like
every
watching our
single
videos,
video.
and that was like late middle school / high school era, y'all. And I was posting YouTube videos with my friend Daniella. That was like the first time that I was like posting on the internet, and a lot of time had passed since I had done that. College, I was so like focused on whatever like classes and stuff, but afterwards I was like, I missed that too. Like, we were laughing, we were ourselves. I wanted to bring that back on here. Yeah, that's why this is called andsoph. But I'm very grateful to be doing this. I think she would have loved to be on the podcast. Would have been laughing and
1000%.
singing. But yeah, it's been like 5 years since she passed away. So this is a big deal for me to be able to like be on here, to be able to talk about that experience of grieving her while also still being joyful and laughing. Like, I feel like this podcast is also evidence of like, you can still live a beautiful life even after experiencing loss like that. So I'm very grateful. I never would have thought I would be in a place like this. Yeah.
And which kind of transitions, I did want to ask you a question.
I love Marissa for this. Like, I love when people are like, can I ask you something? It's not illegal.
I really do love keeping her memory alive.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you've told a lot of stories on this podcast.
I have.
But I kind of was interested in if you thought of any story that kind of encapsulates that you haven't said yet of like her personality, or like just a memory that you hold very dear to your heart that maybe you think of that, like,
Yeah.
you know.
When I think of our memories, the biggest things was probably like our sleepovers that we would have. I was always sleeping over at her place. My parents made it seem like she lived in a different state. She literally lived like 15, 20 minutes from us.
When we were younger, why did we think that was always so long?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
My parents were like, you want me to drop you? I didn't have a car, it's fine. The sleepovers were always so fun. She had a ukulele that she would always play. She was really good at singing. She has like 2 songs on SoundCloud that,
again, highly recommend. Repeat
so
all the time.
Beautiful.
All the time.
Yeah. And so I feel like that was just like a very fun time. And like, I have shared about this on my Instagram, but she would do my makeup before like events and stuff. Like, sometimes I would sleep over. Then the next day we would go into an event, and that was just nice because she was like, she just was willing to do my makeup even though we were short on time. I really love those memories of like sleeping over at her place. And I think my favorite video we did together was when we made gingerbread houses.
Why was I literally thinking of that one? That one
Yes.
I always laugh at. Like, if you need a good laugh,
You need a good laugh.
that's the video.
Hilarious. The best humor. And we were laughing our butts off
Wearing
because
your little pajamas.
yeah, girl.
I know.
She knows. Yeah, it was like falling apart, and we're just like hooting and hollering. Yeah, I love those memories. I feel like she was just very funny, very talented. I felt like I could tell her literally anything. Like, I felt like we had those late night talks at the sleepovers too. So yeah, I miss her. So yeah, thank you for asking.
Always.
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you for sharing,
Of
Sophie.
course. And the next question we got was from my friend Shaq. We used to be coworkers
Back in the day.
Crazy. Thank you, Shaq.
Shaq O'Neal?
Shaquille O'Neal. No. He said, what are 3 things you're grateful for? We can both answer.
I feel like number 1 is always just being alive. Not everyone
Yeah.
gets to live to this day.
Yeah.
So being grateful for that, being grateful for the friendships that I do have, for all the love and strength that you guys provide. Wouldn't be here without any of you. End of the day, my boyfriend.
Yes.
You know, it's been long years, and without any of you guys, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So
What about
good
you?
to support, girl.
Thank you.
I would say, I think my family. I'm very just grateful for my parents creating a safe space for us to evolve. It's very rare, and I wasn't expecting that because growing up in church, I had thought like my parents were gonna just stay like very strict my entire life, but they've seen us change and grow, and they just ultimately want to support and they want to make sure we're okay.
I love that. Yes.
I'm very grateful. I'm also very grateful as well for friendships. My friendships are like family, and I'm always trying to get time with people, and so I'm grateful for my friendships. I'm grateful for my friendship with you as well, that like has been sustained through so much. And I'm also grateful for living in California, random, but I know so many people
No,
like
but you're right.
would do anything to be where I'm at, especially like the city I'm in, like where I'm surrounded by the studios and stuff. So I'm very grateful to just already be here and have like a lot of opportunities to try different things, and the weather, to be near the beaches. And yeah, I'm grateful to be living here. It's fun, and gotta love that overpriced coffee getting out of hand. And this next question will be for you.
Okay.
My friend Lourdes asks, what's your favorite Olivia Rodrigo song?
You know, it's very hard to choose, but
Like,
kind of thought about it.
Kind of played every song before this.
Yeah, I did not do or think about this before the podcast.
Right.
I didn't know this question was
fresh.
coming up. It's either favorite crime or one step forward, three steps back. Olivia Rodrigo lyrically really just digs deep inward. Yeah. Both of those songs very much like partner in crime, like thinking they're gonna be there, and then you're like, wait, but like what's going on? What's happening? This doesn't make sense. Yeah. So those two very much. You know, from the first album, Sour.
That was my favorite.
What about yours, Sophie? I still need to hear yours because she wouldn't tell me before the podcast.
Oh, I got you. 3, 1, or 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Release them. The Grudge.
Oh.
The lyrics, when I first heard that song, I was like, this describes a grudge so perfectly. And I feel like you said, it could relate to friendship stuff too, or even like any type of relational stuff with family, friends. That one line, it was like, it takes strength. Okay.
Give us a moment, okay? It's a little hard right now. You guys don't understand how hard it is right now. Like, we're so locked in.
God.
Like you said, 1, 2, 3, release.
I know, I said 3, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it says, it takes strength to forgive, but I don't feel strong. Oh, that cut me to the freaking heart when I first heard that. That forgiveness is very hard. It is a choice.
100%.
We do it for us. Yes. We do it for us.
It's not for the other person. No.
Yes, we do it for us. And so I think that really explained that concept of holding a grudge and letting go of a grudge really well. Because I'm going to be honest, I'd be holding grudges sometimes. And I'm like, Sophie. And it comes up. You think you're over it, and then
it's a trigger. Like all of a sudden, it just like ignites, and you're like, "Wait a second, why am I so passionate about this again?"
Why am I turning into Vecna? Not Vecna. No, like I feel like Vecna. I'm like, girl, you gotta work through
vengeance.
This,
let's go.
Let's go. Oh my god, yeah. Everyone's like, and we're done. Also, I know you didn't see this film yet, unfortunately, but my friend Blair, she asked through a few more friends her business. She said, are you doing all right after watching Obsession? The answer is no. I heard so many good things about that movie. As a film, it was good, but in the theater, I was not okay. I swear our seats were like in the row E. I swear that's never get seats in the row E on the end. Because that was like near the speakers, I swear. I think it was because I've never heard sound like that in a theater. I went earlier to go see the Michael Jackson movie, and then came for Obsession.
So different. So different.
It was piercing.
I will watch. I need to.
Yes, but you need to. The answer is no, I'm not okay.
I'm so sorry, Sophie. I've seen so many things on TikToks. I've heard like great things, but then there's so many different perspectives. I don't know. I'm ready though.
And this actually connects to our next question, which I would like to hear more about yours because I already answered this in another podcast. So Lourdes asked again. She said, what is your top 4 favorite movies?
Okay, love. Okay. So top 4 movies would be Beauty and the Beast. And that's always been such a comfort movie. Like I always go back to and just watch whenever. And then La La Land. If you have not watched La La Land, don't talk to me. Because
come on,
for
especially if you live in LA.
No, for real. Because
No,
the longest time I did not watch it. My brother kept raving about it. You know, to me it was like overhyped. I hadn't watched it until like maybe 3 years ago. Finally watched it and I said, wait a second, this kind of changed my life.
Good.
I feel like Get Out. I think that one. Insane. Like just dissecting that movie alone. Any Jordan Peele movie, dissecting. But little things that leads up to where they get to, everything means something with him.
Is there a favorite show?
I always go back to like Glee and Gossip Girl.
Period.
Like those are my 2 comfort shows. Like I rewatch way too many times and I have watched too many times. Because
I need to get into those. I haven't. Yeah.
I'm telling you, the drama. It takes you on the roller coaster. It takes you everywhere.
They filmed it at our high school.
They did.
They filmed Glee at our high school. We were meant to be. Because they had a lot of.
They used our choir room. They used our hallways.
The choir programs
was insane at our high school.
They were like singing in like Hong Kong or something.
They'd be going places. That's all I know.
Everywhere, yeah. The next question, it's about the pod. They asked, what's your favorite thing about doing this podcast and what's your process?
Ooh, yes.
My favorite
Tell
thing.
them.
Having something like to go back to that's like an audio diary. I love it. Like whether it's just me spilling out my thoughts or me with my friends, like I feel like it's nice to have something to go back to hear the ways that I'm just like speaking about something I'm passionate about or just like hearing about someone else's life. I just like the concept of it being something I can like go back to. The process, to give you a long story short, the Google form, I've been going off of that a lot. Some people have reached out and I'll be like, yeah, I'm down. I usually like try to find like people who I think actually like feel passionate as well about the topics that I'm talking about, and that like we have stayed like somewhat connected. I think that helps as well to break the tension. I'll make the show notes for each episode so that there's no questions that are like blindsiding, because I know we talk about very vulnerable topics. I choose a day to plan. I booked that date in the studio with my friend Alexis, and then we come here, set up the lights, set up the tripod, test the mics, we record, and then I edit, and then I post about it on social media, and then I put it out, and then I post about it more. Each episode.
It's so much. She does so much. You guys don't even know. She has to do a deep dive.
Yeah, that's the process though. What is your process for creating your nail ideas?
It's kind of like different because there's some times like I see nail inspos that I'm like, I really want to try and see if I can do. And then there's other instances where I have like a theme. Like I recently did Michael Jackson themed nails for the Michael movie because I love that man so hard, so deep. I just kind of think of like the themes. Like so with Michael Jackson, of course, you think fedora, you think dancing, you think his penny loafers, you think his Thriller jacket. So it's like that's what I incorporated. I made a nail of his Thriller jacket. I did of him like standing on his toes. I did his Thriller. But I mean, that kind of is like the overall. It's like I just really think about what I'm trying to portray, and yeah,
I feel like it requires so much creativity to think of stuff that you can fit on a nail, but you do it somehow. I don't know how you freaking do it. I guess we can end with our andsoph tradition where we ask each other, or wait, what? So we have this okay, so we have this tradition on andsoph where at the end of each episode, we each ask each other, the guests and I ask, what is one thing that you think I need to hear more that you don't think I hear enough based on the conversation we've had, and vice versa. So what's one thing I think you might not hear enough that I feel like you need to hear more?
You're so driven and you're so hardworking in everything you do, and your passion of just continuously going through every single obstacle, not caring for how big that obstacle might be. You're still going to figure out a way to do it. So just continue to be positive and be the light that you are, and be literally so comfortable. Like, I really hope you show the video of like how personal you make every single video, and how comfortable you always make your guests feel, not to step over any boundaries or anything. You really truly care about everyone so deeply, and you deserve so much in the world, and you will do so much as well. So just manifest everything, because it's gonna happen.
Thank you, Marisa.
You're welcome.
My heart. And for you, I think based on everything we talked about, I would say that I hope that you could hear. I think that you are like a lot stronger than you think you are. And I think there's a lot of things that you have thought out loud that you've expressed to me, which I appreciate. You're very open about your life. And I think there's a lot of like ongoing silent struggles. And I think that you have really made an effort to grow in like pushing through those things and just embracing where your life is at. And it really does inspire me. And I just appreciate that even if our lives look very different, that we can still like be there for each other. And yeah, girl. And I really appreciate how you're always like making an effort to be in my life. I feel like that's also something that can get rare in your 20s, where
Yes.
we're all busy, we're all tired, we're all going through something.
Yep.
And
Tell them.
yes.
Like,
And when I remember that, I'm like, okay, like I have to figure out like how I'm gonna do this, like how I'm gonna be like present in other people's lives, and it can be tricky, but you are always like making an effort to want to hang out, and even just supporting me on social media. So I see that, and I always really appreciate it. So yes.
you're the best, truly.
Thank you guys for listening to our podcast, our pod and sip. I know that we looking back at this, I'm gonna be able to truly see how this was.
Yeah, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
But there was a lot of cackles, a lot of laughs.
Yeah, a lot of cackles, a lot of laughs.
That's what it's all about.
Thank you for listening to us. And if you were listening on YouTube, hey y'all. Hope you enjoyed our stuffies next to us and everything else. And make sure that you subscribe on YouTube so you don't miss.
You have to subscribe.
You better. And you guys can also follow on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, because we do have that too.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on the go, you want to listen to it in the background.
Yes.
I love doing that. And then you can follow andsoph podcast on Instagram at andsoph or on TikTok at andsoph. Marisa, was there any social media you wanted to shout out today?
My nail page.
You already know.
Belle's Got Your Claws. She'll have it linked below. But please, I would love the support.
Yes, please do, guys. Like I said in the beginning, summer's just begun.
And Halloween is coming around. My favorite time of year for nails, by the way. You guys don't get it.
Halloween.
That's where I like.
Thank you guys for listening. And we'll see you in the next podcast episode. They come out every other Friday. Bye.